Well, guys, it looks like time is up. It was fun while it lasted. This article was released by The Guardian. It states that JP Morgan Chase requires all workers to return to the office 5 days a week. Executives acknowledge not everyone will agree with this decision as banks call times up on remote and hybrid working. JP Morgan Chase is summoning all staff back to the office, becoming the latest corporate giant to call time on an era of remote and hybrid working sparked by the COVID-19 pandemic. The U.S.'s largest bank, which has some of 316,000 employees worldwide, announced on Friday that all workers on hybrid work schedules will be required to return to the office 5 days a week from March. 5 years after COVID-19 emptied offices across much of the world almost overnight, prominent employers are now seeking to draw the line under a prolonged period of hybrid work and draw staff back to their desks full time. While leading Wall Street firms have led the charge, the debate over the merits and pitfalls on remote work for employees, customers, and communities continues across multiple industries. Amazon required employees to return to the office 5 days a week from last week. Quote, "When we look back over the last 5 years, we continue to believe that the advantages of being together in an office are significant," end quote. And Jassy, its CEO, said, "A few top executives have been more vocal in making the case for working from the office than Jamie Dimon, the veteran CEO of JP Morgan, who as of 2021 sought to restore pre-pandemic working habits. And everyone is going to be happy with it," he told a Wall Street Journal event that year. And yes, the commute, people don't like commuting, but so what? Even before Friday's announcement, more than half of the employees at JP Morgan had already been required to work from the office full time. And an internal memo to staff seen by The Guardian, Dimon and other executives acknowledged that, quote, "Some of you prefer a hybrid work schedule," end quote, and said, quote, "Respectfully and understood, not everyone is going to agree with this decision," end quote. Quote, "We are now a few years out of the pandemic and have the time to evaluate the benefits and the challenges of remote and hybrid working," end quote, they wrote. Quote, "We feel that now is the right time for us to solidify our full-time work in office approach. We think that this is the best way to run the company, and as we discussed before, the benefits of working together in person are substantial and irreplaceable. And as we spend more time together, the more advantages we gain," end quote. Hey man, I'm not surprised. Okay, these companies are paying millions of dollars for these buildings. They're paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for equipment, cubicles, desks, chairs, printers, fax machines, the works. They got all this money invested into a building that is empty. And these executives that are at the top of these companies, they're going through the numbers and the books, and they're seeing how much money is being lost from these vacant buildings. And some of that money could have went directly into their back pocket for their annual bonus. Some executive at this bank, and I'm sure at many other large Fortune 500 companies, they're looking at these numbers and they're like, man, I could have got me a new mega yacht this year. Damn it. I only made $15 million this year instead of 22.5. We got to fix this. What's our biggest expense that we're losing money on? Oh, vacant buildings. Vacant buildings. Let's send everybody back to the office. I'm about to write up a draft right now commanding everyone to come back if they want to keep their job and their benefits. I don't care. And really, to be real with you, that's how they're looking, right? Not only at you, but at the building. You're just money, right? Money's either being gained or money's being lost, right? If money's being lost, you know who's about to pay? Yo dumb ass inside the cubicle. I'm right there with you, so don't be too mad. But yeah, it's sad, it's unfortunate, bro. Like, people don't realize it. Like, that's kind of how this goes. Like, nobody really cares about your life comfort. You have an extra time, work-life balance. No. It's all about profit, baby. It always is, and it always was about profit. Leave a comment in the comment section below. It's unfortunate that, we see the freedom that working from home gives us, and because these people cannot let go of their ego, it's getting taken from us. A lot of these executives and CEOs of the company, they like walking the floors and seeing you working, sweating your balls off every time he walks past. Like, oh, there's a CEO. Stand up straight. You gotta look like you're working hard, and then the second that he passes, that you're out of his vision, you can relax. They like that. They like inviting CEOs and other executives of other companies that they're doing business with, and they like giving them a tour of the facility, right? Because if you're doing business, I want to show you how my monkeys work, right? And they all got suits on. We got dress codes here. They could all come in on time, and they'll kiss your ass at the slightest word towards them. They'll just start kissing. All you gotta do is bend over. They'll just here you go, sir. Here you go. Oh, great, Grassy. Great quarterly report last week. I love that PowerPoint you did yesterday. That email you sent us, that was great. Best 5-minute read of my life. They'll just start kissing your butt automatically. And I'm sure they talk to each other about people in that company kissing their butt. Like, come look at this. Bob from accounting is going to pucker up the second he sees me. Check this out. This is why you should do business with me. Right? Because they all underneath my control. They do as I say, and at the snap of a finger, they'll work overtime. They'll pick up the pace. They'll work longer. They'll work on days they're not supposed to. So because we're the best and I have control over my monkeys, let's do business. Let's get this contract signed for 5 years, and let's do this. I'll show you the rest of the building if you want. It'd be crazy, bro. It'd be crazy. Not going to say the name, but I used to work at a place doing tech support, and I would see, our CEO giving tours. And I kind of felt like I was in a zoo because I'm like, why is someone from a different company walking through our rows of cubicles while we're working? Like, why is that important? What does that have to do with the product or service that they provide? Like, he's not even in the cubicle with me looking at my screen. He's just walking up and down the rows with the CEO from the other company or from the executive from the other company that they're trying to do the deal with. They're just walking up and down the rows like we're some type of peep show or something. Like this is some type of zoo. And here's Healthy No Hurt. He's one of our most promising associates in the year 2024. And you got my dumb ass in the cubicle just tapping, clicking. Oh, hello there, sir. How are you? I love this company. Like it's weird, bro. But these companies and these executives and managers, that's how they operate. They want to be able to present a show to people. They want to display and flex their power. Look how great I am. Look at my building with monkeys in it working. Look at my mindless debt slaves working day in and day out to support their family. Isn't this great? Because they can't do that if we're all working from home. They can't.